So this week the discussion started out on our blog where Jennifer, inspired by an article in the LA Times about how International Women's Day was celebrated differently across the world, asked this. How did you spend International Women's Day? And do you think that there is and or can be any one issue that affects every woman in every culture, or is it truly always going to differ?
Is there an International Men's Day too? So I looked this up, only to find an article on bustle.com titled, Why Isn't There an International Men's Day, and How to Respond If You Get the Question. I scrolled down a bit to see the subtitle, There Already Is an International Men's Day, which was pretty informative. So I scrolled down a little bit more to see the second point of the article, which was probably written by a feminist, considering the next title was, Plus Every Day is International Men's Day. Bitch, what? The little amount of respect that I had for this author was just shot down like an unarmed black man at night. I would argue that society, in first world countries, is more catered to pleasing women than ever before. Men are raised to always respect women and cater to their needs. If a woman in a relationship wants to, they can stay at home while the man works. If she wants to work, she can work. Women don't have to do the hunting in relationships either. They can just sit there and most men will come and try to talk to them. Also, if a woman wants to divorce a man that she's already married to, she can take 50% of everything that he owns, even if she didn't earn a penny. So fuck you, every day is Women's Day. The article goes on to say mostly men are in power, to which I'd say vote for fucking women if it's that big of a deal. The article goes on to make two more retarded points that I'm not going to get into, but I'll leave the link to the article in the description.
The first question, to be honest, the extent of my celebration for International Women's Day was reblogging a parody of a Lady Gaga music video. It was actually a really awesome music video. You should all watch it after this link in the description box.
No. Yeah?
No.
Okay.
I did actually notice that International Women's Day got a ton more coverage than I expected it to. It was trending worldwide on Twitter all day, and everywhere I turned there were articles about it and creative media being shared. It was actually really heartwarming to see the world embracing it like that.
Yay, feminism!
Having mostly celebrated by being on the internet brings up a good point that staffer Claudia pointed out in her Tumblr response this week, which was that I, like Claudia, and like most of you watching this, are living in privileged societies. We have computers, we have internet access, we have things like drinking water. Times might be tough, but we're not, or I'll stop speaking for you guys, I'm not enslaved or imprisoned or starving.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that just about everyone watching this video is none of those. That's not privilege for first world countries that we are living in. That's the normality. Maybe in third world countries where people are starving, people are enslaved. But here, where you're watching and making this video, that's not privilege.
As Claudia pointed out, no matter what level of injustice or discrimination women are facing around the world, they are still facing it. So long as the ultimate insult for a boy is being told he throws like a girl...
No. A boy telling another boy that they throw like a girl is not the ultimate insult. For example, a far worse one would be calling them a feminist.
So long as a man dressed as a woman is so much more unacceptable than a woman dressed as a man, because clearly being a woman is degrading and the ultimate shame.
Okay, what the actual fuck? You do realize what you just claimed, right? Men aren't shamed because they're wearing women's clothes. They're shamed because this is fucking disgusting and should be frowned upon, not embraced as beautiful. Hashtag real men have curves.
So long as this type of thinking pervades our global consciousness, women will not be equal.
Worldwide, no. Women are not equal to men. But in America, where I presume you live, yeah, they are, and in some cases they even have more rights and privileges.
Women will be united by the assumptions, the expectations that come along with being a woman. To this effect, Claudia asked, what boxes do you think you're placed in? And because Claudia opened up the discussion to people of all genders,
ooh, to all genders.
To anyone who resists being placed in a box, I will do the same. My answer is that growing up as a small, blonde, white girl in a privileged society, I've generally been assumed to be fragile and incompetent. At least until I open my mouth and take down anyone in my path with my sharp, biting words and fierce intellect.
I don't doubt that you're a smart person, but the common sense is definitely lacking.
I put up a pretty unwavering fight against gender stereotypes, but nonetheless, I still on occasion get comments like, well, that's pretty good for a girl, or I'm told that I can't or shouldn't do things because they're better suited for guys.
Having such a sharp intellect, you probably know that men are, on average, stronger than women, which would make them more suitable for certain careers. The same applies the other way. You probably also know that women are, on average, better at caring, which would make them better for careers such as nursing, which is a female-dominant career. I'm not saying that men can't be nurses and women can't be engineers. If you're drawn to that certain career, go for it.
Or have my relatives' first question to me be whether I have a boyfriend, but their first question to my male cousins be about school or work. Unfortunately, I could go on for hours about all the ways I've been shoved into a box, but I'd rather hear from you. First, Is there an issue that unites all women around the world?
Feminism. Feminism is the issue.
It's all right walking around this old and empty house. So hold my hand, I'll walk with you, my dear. The stars creak as you sleep, it's keeping me awake. It's the house telling you to close your eyes.